Oh, the light beam.
Yep, it's always the light beams.
I was like, oh, it's the 2-hit combo. This one's easy to dodge, and then light beam.
Yeah, that's fight, man. That's fight. I would love to enjoy it. I really would.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
Yeah, there's just too much going on. Ooh.
even the Manus fight was better than this, and I'm not a huge fan of the Manus fight.
Oof.
Because at least the Manus fight, you had a way to like reflect a lot of the attacks back if you
Yeah.
properly explored. This is just like, oh no, all light. Like imagine if the Mikola Great Rune reflected his like the light beam attacks, or if it just disabled them.
That would make a lot more sense, yeah, because then, you know, your preparation would actually pay off in fighting the boss. Here it's just kind of like, well, good luck.
Yeah, they kind of tried to do like a preparation thing for this boss, for the DLC in the Scatter Tree Fragments. But I'm gonna be real, I don't notice a lot of difference with the Scatter Tree Fragments.
It takes it from unbearable to sort of bearable. That's how it feels.
It takes it from fighting... let's see, what analogy do I want to use? It takes it from fighting Dark Eater to fighting Gale.
Like, you're still in pain, but at least it's, you know, it's less pain.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what the frick?
Oh, man. Yes! 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 Oh, man!
We did it, chat room. Oh,
Wait, but you did it! You did it!
oh my hecking goodness! That. Oh gosh.
Insane.
I got that last
Alright.
parry right before he did the like the crashing thing, and I was like, okay, this is the run. I just,
Yeah,
I just,
yeah.
oh my gosh.
Ready for the best reward of all time? I'm a little suspicious now that you said that. What? It's great.
Oh,
It's
hold on, hold
amazing.
on. I'm gonna go before I do that. I'm gonna. Oh my goodness, my body is slightly shaking. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm gonna go to the round table and go buy Radahn's armor so I can use these. This is the wrong direction. So I can use these runes. Oh, I know why I went this direction, because this is the direction that you go to get the costumes in Night Rain. Freaking heck. Oh. Okay, this way. Member equipment of champions. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Radahn armor is it's pretty cool, honestly.
Okay, that does look pretty sick, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it hits like the good like Roman gladiator look, like on point. That is
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay. Where obviously I could touch Fresh America, but I went to all this way to do Ronnie's quest line. So we're doing the
Yeah.
we're doing the Age of Stars.
You gotta do Age of Stars.
I love that she has her own
Summon
summon
sign.
sign. Yeah, that's really cool.
I really wish that Shadow of the Erdtree added an ending.
That's what I was thinking too. Like a Mikola ending would have made sense, but
Right? Like I've seen fan comics of that where like the TARDIS is like, hey, we're gonna do your age my way, thank you very much.
see the like little ropes in her hand. Oh, I forgot about that.
Her design is just so well done.
I do solemnly swear to every living being and every living soul. Now cometh the age of the stars. 1,000-year voyage under the wisdom of the moon. Here beginneth the chill night that encompasses all, reaching the great beyond. Into fear, doubt, and loneliness, as the path stretcheth into darkness. Well then, shall we? My fair consort eternal.
All right, you did it. You beat Elden Ring.
Oh my gosh.
And that's how Bloodborne happens.
Oh. This has been like, at least for my journey, this has been like 2.5 years in the making.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, the funniest part to me is that when you started, I was still very much like in my phase of like I don't like Souls games, and now I have beaten every Souls game besides Sekiro.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, admittedly, it's been kind of interesting for me because I've heard so many people talk about playing through Elden Ring, and just because like I hopped into the game like a year and a half late because I was still on my mission when it came out, and then the DLC came out, and I don't think I even got to Moog yet. I think I was still like a decent way through, and I was like, oh crap,
Yeah.
I still have to do the DLC, and so um I've been kind of just like been behind on the game essentially
Yeah.
for like the longest time. But that said, Bobby Simpson. Anyway, that said, wow.
It's a great game. It really
It
is.
really is a great game. I think in general, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I have my issues with it, and
Mhm.
it's just my issues with that I have with every Souls game.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is just like there are times where the bosses can feel a little too. Well, I would say the antagonistic is the best word I
Yeah,
can use
yeah,
for
I
it.
think
It's
that's
just like,
accurate.
I don't know. There are parts of it that are just a little too clunky. I
Mhm.
feel like there are like revisions that could be made that are like player focused, but at the same time, going back and playing like Dark Souls 1,
Mhm.
it's like there are things that if they would remove them or like modify them, it would legitimately take away from the soulsness of it.
Yeah, yeah, for
So
sure.
I've gathered an appreciation for the aspects that I still might not like but don't hate as much as I used to.
Right. Yeah, no, I totally get that. Oh. Yeah, I think when I first started Elden Ring, it definitely felt kind of overwhelming, even coming from Souls, because there is just so much to see and do.
Oh yeah.
But now that I've gone through it, I'm like, wow, this was a legendary experience.
100%, yeah. Like it's impacted a lot of like my like the stuff that I like because like
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't fully realized that I really liked the Holy Knight aesthetic until this game and the Crucible Knights.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of realized, oh hey, in almost all media, whenever there's like a Holy Knight, I kind of like push myself towards them.
Yeah, that's fair. I forgot how many voice actors they would need for all the protagonists. They just scroll through and it's like, oh yeah, uh, young, mature and old, like young, mature and old, type A and type B. I'm like, oh yeah, they would need a lot of voice actors for all.
Yeah, yeah, you would.
uh,
Yeah, Elden Ring, the base game is just so phenomenal. And then
mhm.
like getting into the DLC, especially after like what me and a lot of other players did in playing through almost the entire game again
Mm-hmm.
to start the DLC as like a not fresh, but how do I word this?
just kind of to experience it again.
Yeah, get the full experience. It was just underwhelming as a full experience.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
again,
yeah.
I love base game Elden Ring, but the second I hit the DLC, it was just kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm here, I guess. I don't know. It kind of felt like they were trying to make the player a little more attached to Mikola, but they never fully committed to it.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they kind of tried to do an Artorias thing with him, where like you knew about him, you knew he was like missing, he was a massive component throughout everything, and then he comes in and he's just kind of like the backpack for the actual final boss. He's the Yoda.
The Yoda backpack.
He Yoda'd Radahn, and it's just like, and why Radahn?
Yeah.
Like that, there was never a connection between those two characters before the DLC. So like that was another thing that really took me off guard.
Yeah, I totally get that. I know a lot of people mentioned that it would have been cool to see Godwin as the final boss, and
yeah,
it could have. It would have been kind of weird as well, but I think no matter what they could have done with it, it probably would have ended up a little wacky nonetheless.
Yeah, the only reason I will argue against Godwin is because literally the whole thing with his with him was that like he's gone.
Oh yeah,
he's dead.
Yeah,
like his soul is eradicated from existence. Ronnie made sure of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, so them bringing him back somehow would like take away from a lot, like the very little bit of Mikola's development that we had. It's just like he was really affected by Godwin's death. So as much as bringing him back would make sense, it would also be like, okay, then Mikola just, walks all that back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I totally get that. Honestly speaking, I imagine the DLC's development was probably also hampered by Dustblood's development, and so.
Oh yeah.
I'm just like,
think about that.
I'm just like, no, do not begin Journey 2. I want to hold on to the save file for mostly for PvP, but for other stuff in general. So.
Right.
Okay. Well.